Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. It's the final episode, guys. But we're going to start off with some Beetle for once because, basically, no, he does not have a golden part that we need in stock, but he does have a golden part in stock. We already have this. Now, the reason I decided, okay, I'll mosey my way over here, which, by the way, of course, Beetle has a golden part in stock on the last episode. Crazy, crazy. I mean, there'll be an extra episode, but besides that, anyway, he also has the strong cannon. Now, note the price, 1,050 rupees, you know, not the price, say, of this, you know, 60 rupees for this. This feather thing is worth 60 rupees, etc., etc. So, what I'm going to do, especially because, you know, once we go basically beat the game, you know, it's not going to be actually saving the progress, so it doesn't really matter what I do from now on, in terms of my actual save file, quote-unquote. I'm going to buy this, even though I already have one. The reason is, it'll push me over to VIP membership, because I'm at 170 points, you get, basically, every 100 rupees you spend gives you, like, 10 points. So, oops, I don't want to buy you, but by buying that, it'll actually put me over to VIP membership and allow me to show off the little things that you get to do for maxing out your Beetle points, or just the little things that happen when that happens. So, I figure, you know, why not? We'll become a Beetle, well, just... I mean, the only thing I'm pretty much missing at this point is having all the golden parts. Otherwise, I've pretty much 100% of the game. I've even maxed out Beetle on this file now, which is crazy. So you get 40% off membership. I mean, I guess we already have like 30% off, so it's actually not that big of a difference. It would be like, you know, another 400 points off of the... it would be like another 400 points off of golden parts, which... I mean, it's 400 rupees. It's not terrible. Obviously not worth buying a duplicate golden part for, because I'm still wasting 3,000 rupees when I sell it, but... As you can see, it's now 150 less, so it's about, you know, 10% less or so. This went from 60 to 50, which it sells for 50, so now you pretty much break even on these normal treasures, and the pots are 50 rupees. I think that's what it was before. I don't know if it really made a difference. But yeah, basically, VIP membership, maximum discounts off at Beetle. By the time you get it, of course, though, you've pretty much bought everything you'll ever need from Beetle, so in the end... I really do question if it even matters. But we're gonna go ahead, head to Mercy Island, and basically we can just instantly warp to the bottom of the Temple of the Ocean King. And from there, we're gonna go ahead and beat the game today, guys. So buckle in. It's gonna be a long episode of basically beating the game. Hopefully I won't have to split into 2 episodes. Even if I have to make like a 40-minute video, I'm gonna try to maybe keep this in 1 episode unless it splits really nicely somehow. But endgame. I mean, it's Zelda endgame. You know, it generally takes quite a bit, and especially because I'm, you know, spending the first few minutes doing Beetle and talking to the postman, because he'll actually give us the final postman of the project. He'll give us a letter from Beetle about having the VIP membership, because Beetle works fast when it comes to mail. Crazy, crazy, but VIP membership notice! Beetle, you're just... Whoa! I'm Beetle! You exist at the end of the universe. And you exist at the beginning of it, because he's in Skyward Sword and he's in Spirit Tracks, so he's pretty much at the beginning and the end of the... By the way, wheelie, VIP-ly? You're weird, Beetle. And, of course, he's doing his usual compliments in letter form this time, so, I love how he just has side comments in parentheses. Like, he's just one of those kinds of people, which is hilarious. So, that's what happens when you get VIP membership. You get 40% off of everything in the Beetle store that you could possibly ever need to get again. And you get a funny little letter. So I figured I'd show that off because I had the opportunity to. But without further dilly-dallying, guys, I believe there's a game that needs to be beaten today, and that game is Phantom Hourglass. And we're going to do it right now! Oh man, so if I remember correctly, I mean, assuming leaving Mercy Island didn't screw it over, I should just have the save point to bring me directly to the bottom of the Temple of the Ocean King at 0 seconds, which is what we got last episode, doing the, I guess I never said. In the last episode, guys, we, sped around the Temple of the Ocean King. Got the perfect clear time, I mean, if you look at our collection here. Perfect clear time. We have max everything, basically. Max time, max arrows, max bombs, max bomb chews, all 20 of the gems, all powered up spirits, all 31 treasure maps, the swordsman scroll. We basically have everything, every possible thing. We even have all 16 hearts. So, besides having all the golden parts, we've pretty much 100% the game. And that's just RNG based and time based, and screw that noise as I've explained before. So, I I feel pretty content with how we've done this. Let's wrap this project up, guys. So now, the staircase of death. I wonder if we... Okay, I was like, if we head back here, is the bridge gonna fall down? Yeah, the bridge just apparently collapses if you try to head back towards it, which is kind of hilarious. Why even have the bridge here in the first place? Rude. Alright, we've wasted enough time. It's time, guys. Bellum is waiting. Let's go stick our phantom sword where the sun don't shine. It makes more sense to have my threats when I can actually say them in one attempt and not stutter on my words. But that's okay. Oh, Bellum. This, I have to admit, at least the battle arena is pretty cool. Even if, you know, for a big bad villain, my god, is he one of the weirdest. Like, what the heck are you actually thing? This is our final boss, by the way. Just, I mean, I understand you're not wanting to reuse Ganondorf, but, like, this is just weird. So, step one. Well, first of all, dodge his little spit, because he's kind of a jerk. And if his spit hits the ground, little phantom eyes will show up that you can just slash. So, step one. Excuse me, stop being rude. I'm trying to talk to my audience, please. Is use your grappling hook and grapple off the pink clouds off of his body, essentially. He's very reminiscent to me of the third boss of Spirit Tracks, actually, which I feel like was kind of slightly based off of Bellum, since that game came later, obviously. So we go ahead, bring all the purple eventually, you'll bring him over here, expose his eye, and it'll allow you to shoot basically him in the eye, but he will kind of dart from side to side as you slash him in the face, so continue to just kind of make your way around to get more hits on him before he moves on to the next phase. So, phase one, pretty simple. I mean, all things considered, Bellum's actually not the most difficult boss in the world. He just kind of has a lot of phases, really, is what it kind of boils down to. And then there's just kind of something a little annoying that we'll get to later. Also, this is a little annoying. This is the use the bow section, where basically you have to shoot across the map and hit his little eye tentacle things. Once again, just what the heck, he's creepy. And avoid the purple gloop falling from the sky. You can kind of see, like, you know, it falls from the sky and does that. Also, he'll just kind of try to, like, whack you with his tentacles if he gets a chance to. So, be careful about that. We'll just take whatever opportunity we have to shoot the rest of them, and we can go from there. If you ever need arrows, the purple gloopy gloop guys will supply them if you kill them enough, so, although apparently not this time. Anyway, Bellum's down here now. Let's go ahead and deal with him. So basically, you know, we go to the second floor, we deal with phase 2, then we head back down here, and we go back to phase 1. So on the second day of Christmas, we use our arrows, and on the first day of Christmas, we once again get a partridge in a pear tree, essentially. It's the 12 days of Christmas style combat, which is the most stupid thing I could ever call it, but that's okay. As you can see, it's a little harder because he does spit out a lot more of these purple guys, which if you really should make sure you do not have your grappling hook on, because it makes it kind of hard to fight them. So, wow, I'm now up to a quarter of a heart. Unfortunately, he does spit quite often, so it is oh, I guess the grappling hook can kill them. But as you can see, it can get a little annoying, because he does spit these things quite often. And you can't really move if you have your grappling hook on, which is annoying. So dodging these things in itself is just kind of a pain in the butt. But we'll just go ahead and deal. Can you not? Luckily, having the shockwave on our sword actually does help us kill it from a distance, which is kind of nice. So shockwave is the way to go, I think. Excuse me, I'm trying to kill your daddy. Please stop being rude. And of course, they keep dropping hearts, which just makes this boss even easier because, well, you keep getting more hearts by killing the things you kind of have to kill. So, I mean, there is that, I suppose. So once again, phase 2, I guess, technically done. Once again, and a partridge in a pear tree. But now we're back to phase 2, essentially. So repeat the process. This time, more purple things is a thing as well. And this time, the eyes will sometimes be closed, so you can only hit them when they are open. Also, just watch out, because he will continue to try to smack you with his weirdly flat tentacles. This guy's weird. That's really what it boils down to. It's just this guy is a little strange. So whenever his eyes are open, shoot him. Eventually, he'll just kind of actually move into a slightly different tactic where he'll try to slap you with his tentacles like he's been doing for quite some time now. But as long as you just evade where he is, then it's not really that difficult. So just wait for this eye to open, and that's the last of them. So now, do we go up a floor? We do go up a floor. So now we go from, I guess, step 2 to step 3, or phase 2 to phase 3, or however you want to call it, basically. Although this one's just kind of pretty much the same as before. We're just up a floor for some reason. So there's that, I suppose. So really just kind of repeat the process, except this time he will spit because it doesn't come down from the ceiling now. He spits it out instead, which means it's a bit more accurate, I guess. Which can be a little annoying. So can we... There we go, more arrows. So like I said, they drop arrows. And yeah, just basically run around, get to the ones that are open. Oh, it closed! Come on. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those boss fights where it's just kind of a lot going on at times, which can be a little annoying, so just shoot these when you have the chance. Can you they do close really fast once you get to this phase of the fight, essentially, so... And it's just annoying, because you have to kind of deal with all this stuff. You can't move and shoot at the same time, so you're just kind of... There's a lot to deal with, and you don't really get much leeway to deal with it, with the way the game controls, which is a little unfortunate, but as you can see, like, it's pretty much permanent onslaught of purple people, which is always a fun time. And here we go, it's time for slappage again. So he's gonna do multiple slappages this time, just kind of stay in the gaps where his tentacles aren't. Well, that one didn't really get much room there. As you can see, sometimes they're really close together, sometimes they're not so close together. So deal with it accordingly. There we go. How many more of these things do I have left? I have 2 more, so if we just head to this side, we should be able to at least prevent him from... He won't use a tentacle slap of tentacles that aren't active, essentially, so... You know, the ones they've already shot will basically not try to attack you, so once you get to this part, you know, you won't... As long as you have all your remaining tentacles on the same side, you will not really have to deal with getting slapped at the same time, which is just one less thing you have to deal with when you're doing this, which obviously is always a good thing. So there we go. We have defeated him, supposedly. But he spit something out. What could this possibly be? Ciela recognizes it. Ciela, whatever you pronounce it. Once again, it's taken me the entire project, and I still changed the way I pronounce her 50 times. Just the name of the game. Just kind of what you expect on my channel, I think, is me not knowing how to pronounce things. So she absorbs this, and she feels strange. Basically, you know, as has been hinted many, many times, she lost her memories when she had to split herself into 2 spirits for a bit. And even though she got reunited, she never got those memories back because Bellum had them all along. So we get the spirit of the Ocean King going on here. And he's like, yeah, he stole your memories, now you have your memories back, so guess what, we get to power up our spirit one more. Well, it doesn't officially power it up, but basically, our little spirit of courage, our partner all along, actually is kind of useful. For once, we actually have a useful fairy. She's a spirit of time and courage, so not only just a spirit of courage, she's a spirit of time. It's like Link, the hero of time, except now she's the spirit of time. Wow, how rude to the other spirits, though. What, she gets to be 2 different things? That's fair and balanced. But no, she's the special one, spirit of time and courage, so now, well, we have that time power now, essentially. And, well, it makes things interesting to, say the least, because she actually has a power we're going to be making quite a bit of use of for the rest of the game here. Celia's power over time, which I suppose, you know, for a hero of time, we don't really use too much manipulation of time, so now he's not in his little pool, he's just kind of flying around doing his thing. Which is, makes him pretty hard to attack when he's just kind of doing this, but we have a way to deal with his wild movements. Basically, with the power of her and the Phantom Hourglass combined, we can now stop time. Yeah! Something in this other game does Link have the power to stop time. Not very often, I have to admit that's kind of cool, except for the way that you activate it is extremely dumb. Because, basically, she'll generate these Phantom Spheres, you grab one, it'll make this hourglass icon appear at the bottom of the screen, and you then have to draw a figure 8 on your touchscreen to get to work. Needless to say, sometimes it doesn't like to activate very well, so there's one way to really, that I find makes it work quite often. So, you want to basically, okay, well first of all, just wait for him to kind of be charging you. Don't wait, you have to make sure he's in a position where you can hit him in the eye. So what you want to do, I like to draw, I don't know if you can see the motions I'm making there, I'm not sure if it really shows up on the touchscreen that much, but also as you can see, it stops time briefly, and allows you to get plenty of hits on him. That's basically how we're going to finish off this boss, is stopping time to leave him vulnerable and then smack the heck out of him, essentially. But don't just draw like an 8, draw like use the entire touchscreen, because it seems to work best when you're using the entire touchscreen. And B, draw not necessarily like an 8 with like curves, but draw it basically like triangles. Like how the symbol is in the Temple of the Ocean King for drawing the hourglass, where you have to kind of like use like, oh, that was bad. He's really far away here. I'm not gonna get a chance to get that many hits at all. Really, that was a waste. That was a huge waste. But that's okay. We'll get plenty of these spears. So essentially, you know, she'll just keep giving us spears. But basically, just draw a triangular hourglass. Essentially, you know, left diagonal to the right. So the bottom left to, you know, diagonal to the upper right, so on and so forth. And actually, surprisingly, despite the fact that I kind of botched the second attempt, he's already dead. So that wasn't very difficult at all. So basically, you know, just draw a big triangular hourglass sort of formation. It's like the symbol that we had to draw in the Temple of the Ocean King way a long time ago, you know. Triangular hourglass, like I said. It seems to be the motion that works the most often. If you just try to draw a figure 8, like she said, which is a terrible, terrible thing, is the same. Drawing a figure 8 and an hourglass is two different things, kind of. Or at least what this game considers an hourglass, but, the figure 8 thing does not work very well. Use the entire touchscreen and draw it more in terms of, like, lines as opposed to curves. And then it works out pretty nicely. So, with Bellum destroyed, the ceilings collapsed. Oh no, Link's about to die! Except not, because magical warp. Link was very panicky for a moment there. But, oh good. It's Linebeck again. So Linebeck and Oshus are just kind of chilling out in the boat, apparently, and they're, Linebeck is being useless as always. Oshus is just kind of actually saving our butts, because we were about to die from the thing being collapsed, and slow motion falling on top of Linebeck, because really, what else would you expect in this game? I have to admit, I do love the comedic moments of this game. They do handle those pretty well at times. So Link literally falls out of the sky onto Linebeck's head. Very expert teleportation. So, Oshus saving our butt with Bellum defeated. He's going to get a bit of his power back, so he has the power to teleport us out of there. Well, unfortunately, though, the seal isn't gone. Does that mean Bellum's not dead yet, though? Couldn't be that easy to beat this game. I mean, it is a Zelda game. Generally not super easy to beat it in the end. Link is just out for the count right now, and very reminiscent of the very beginning of the game, is Linebeck doing the whole shaking Link thing. Link's just like, oh my god, Link is just limp. He's like a ragdoll right now. But with the temple, or with Bellum's hold weakened, Tetra's spirit is released, and as you can imagine, it's time for us to, our friend to be returned. Princess Zelda, aka Tetra, rescued, and her spirit is restored. Her body no longer petrified. She has been returned to normal, and well, we've saved the princess once again. So our whole goal this entire time was to rescue Tetra. And indeed, we've finally done that. So, mission accomplished, guys. Tetra has been saved. Of course, you know, the question is, you know, have we actually cleansed this world of evil? And actually, for that matter, how do we get back home? I mean, we don't even know where the heck we are. We've never really established that, have we? But those will be answers to that we will get soon enough. For now, happy reunion. Everyone's okay. We've slayed evil. Everyone lived. Just this once, everybody lived. Making some Doctor Who references in here because I can. So, all lucky. Yeah, that's right, it was all me. I saved the day today. Link is just, he's still in Linebeck's arms, and Linebeck's just like, you know what? You're heavy, screw you. Because he wants some credit, and he's just like, I don't like how you're being the hero. Toss you on the ground. I'm not gonna carry you. So, Tetra, of course, was aware of everything that happened. She gives Linebeck her thanks to me. He was a big help after all. Yeah, he was a coward, but if it wasn't for him, you know, we never would have had a boat to go around the world with. So, Linebeck is, you know, despite the game's faults, Linebeck is still one of my favorite sort of Zelda companions. I mean, this one has both Celia and Linebeck, but, I like Linebeck. I've always really liked Linebeck. I think he is one of the better things to come from Phantom Hourglass. So, oh shush, give him silly little fairy. Give him his moment of glory. He deserves it. And look at the happy stare. Oh god. Uh-oh. No, this is never a good idea. Don't do the slow motion reaching out thing. That never ends well. Never ever ends well. No, don't do it. Yep. See, you brought this on yourself, Tetra. You do the whole slow motion thing, and you know it's just never gonna work out well. Cliche as heck. But yeah, Bellum's not dead, guys. So Tetra's been kidnapped again. Oh, good. So, time for us to maybe, you know, get out of the hole here and go outside and things are not. Oh, she's just like, I'm too old for this shit. Well, he did save our butt. We can forgive him for being old. So yeah, Bellum's not dead. He's actually perfectly okay. Yeah, that's the thing we just fought, by the way. Linebeck, you know, you kind of sit in your boat and did nothing, and we kind of destroyed him. It's kind of a thing that happened, but well, yeah, Tetra's been knocked out and being all sorts of tentacle handled. I really don't even need to make the joke here, I don't think. So I'm not going to. But, yeah, Ocean's power not fully restored because, well, the thing that's holding his power is not quite fully dead. And as the hero, I think we gotta do something about that. So he's making an escape. As you can see in the distance there, the ghost ship is there, though. I mean, you wouldn't expect us to have, you know, the end of the game here without denying one of the major mechanics of this entire game, and namely, a boat. And just like we had to fight the Spirit Train in Spirit Tracks, yeah, you know it's happening. It's time for us to fight the ghost ship itself in boat-on-boat combat. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. So Bellum has possessed his own ship of evil. And, well, we're gonna have to basically, as you can imagine, as usual, targets are pretty easy to identify. We're gonna be shooting that boat in its purple little eyes. That's something I never thought I'd ever say, but prepare to man the cannon. We don't really have to pilot this time. It's automatically piloted. All I have to do is basically just aim the cannon at stopping the projectiles coming at us and essentially shooting all of the little eyes. So this is where having a good amount of health does come in handy because, as you can imagine, you know, there's lots of projectiles. If you're gonna keep a constant assault on the eyes here, you're gonna have to actually maybe taking quite a bit of damage here and there. I mean, he does drop hearts. Jeez, just you can calm down there for a second, Linebeck, with your. You just like said like 10 things at once there. That was a little silly. Okay, Linebeck, calm down. I know you're excited about boat-on-boat combat, but holy crap, he has lost his mind. He has lost his marbles. He's clearly gone insane. I don't know why he's so ridiculously excited about this, but he literally will not stop talking about random things. It's just kind of hilarious. So, man, he's starting to really just talk big, for all things considered, Mr. Linebeck. So, basically just keep firing away at the purple eyes, and eventually they'll all go down. You can see on the top screen we actually do have the ability to see where the eyes actually spawn, so you'll know where all the things, because eyes will continuously spawn basically for quite a while. There's lots and lots of eyes to kill, so I mean all the eyes on this side have already respawned, etc, etc, so you just have to kind of just keep firing away until you win. Hit all the pink projectiles when you can. Basically just keep firing away is essentially the name of the game here, and eventually you'll kill all the eyes, and the ghost ship will be depossessed, and it'll allow us to save Tetra, essentially. Because now Tetra's back on the ghost ship. We spent half the game getting Tetra off that ghost ship. Come on! Don't be rude. And as you can see, there's already more eyes on the other side, so we'll just wait till Linebeck autopilots over to that side and try to shoot the one in the middle as well, because there's one in the middle of the ship that, as you can see, keeps popping up to give you a chance to hit it here and there. I want to hit that one there. Come on. There we go. Come on. Shoot that purple eye. Perfect. Alright, so it looks like there's only 3 left. I get the feeling they're probably not even going to respawn at this point. Actually, it looks like there's just 2 left, so go ahead and try it. Oh, I think that was an expert shot there. One more pink, purple, whatever the heck creepy eye thing to go. And, can you take us a little closer, please? A little closer. Can't really hit him from here. Would like to shoot the purple eye and kill it. I would like to shoot him, Linebeck, if you could just keep moving. Jeez, thank you. And with that, the ghost ship goes down. So our little boat manning up, destroying the giant ghost ship with our golden cannon super firepower. And that's your basically your boat boss that'll happen. So shouldn't you save first? I mean, I guess if if you press yes, it actually does save here. So I lied. I guess you can't make a save file here, which is interesting. So I guess if you save here, it'll just actually we'll see where it starts you off. I mean, I made a copy of the file, so I don't care that I spent my money. I'm not playing this game after this anyway.